Hi y'all, my name is Tina. Welcome back to Reaction Bro. Today I am watching episodes 3 and 4 of season 3 of Hannibal. I am really enjoying season 3. The last two episodes, they had a different tone. I don't know if it's because Hannibal has a different tone. He's always had this like confidence about him, but there's just something about European Hannibal. I don't know. He's even more confident, and I really, really like it. But it took me a little bit to figure out what was going on in episode 1. I didn't realize that the guy in France was the professor that he took over his job. So I didn't know that he was posing as him. So I was confused as to why Anthony had run into him, and I thought maybe he was investigating Hannibal because of what happened in the United States. Like he was an inspector of sorts. But he was just the TA, right? So I really liked his character too. I wish we had a little more of him because I liked his interactions with Hannibal. They seemed very flirty, and I don't know. I guess we could have had more from him in the next few episodes. So Bedelia, now that I remember her name, it reminds me of Amelia Bedelia from books that I read as a child. But besides the point, now that I know her name, Bedelia, I feel so bad for her because her day's coming. You know, Hannibal is making her eat certain things so she tastes better, just like he did Gideon. So her day's coming. She knows it's coming. And I just feel so bad for her because she's stuck with him until that day, or unless she finds a way to escape. So we'll see what happens with that. And Will's alive. I literally thought he was dead. I honestly was so devastated because I was like, that was just an abrupt end for him, you know? Like, we're just rooting for him for so long, and then boom, you know, I thought he was dead, but I'm so happy that he's not, and can't wait to see what he and Hannibal like scenes together in this season. What's to come for them? Is he going to join Hannibal? Is he going to take him back to the States and lock him up? Like, what is going to happen? I thought it was interesting how they were able to fool me and make me believe that Abigail Hobbs was still alive, but it was just all in Will's head. And she was probably just saying things that he was thinking. So like him fighting with himself about wanting to actually go with Hannibal, having lied to him and say that, you know, it was like it was obviously a morality thing for him. So I don't know. It was really interesting how they did that. And the fact that Hannibal has been doing what he does for so long, you know, El Monstro, it's so crazy. Like I said in my previous video, he is just like so great at getting away with everything. He's just so intelligent. So I don't know what's going to happen with that Italian investigator. I have a feeling that he is going to find Hannibal, but Hannibal's going to get rid of him. So we'll see. I do have full unedited reactions on Patreon. I have been having some difficulty with getting videos uploaded and approved for YouTube. It's just been getting hit with a lot of copyright issues, and it's taking me a little longer, but I'm trying to get better at my editing so that I don't have such issues. So make sure that you have your notifications turned on. So when I do post, you are able to view the videos, because there have been times where I have to trim things out after the fact. So I just wanted to go ahead and give y'all a reminder of that, and thank y'all for watching and subscribing and liking my videos. I'm going to get started.
Was it nice to see him?
It was nice, among other things. You knew where to look for me.
You knew where he would look for you.
He said he forgave me.
Forgiveness is too great and difficult for one person. requires two. The betrayer and the betrayed. Which one are you?
I'm vague on those details.
Betrayal and forgiveness are best seen as something akin to falling in love.
You cannot control with respect whom you fall in love.
So true.
You are going to be caught. It has already been set into motion.
Is that concern for your patient or concern for yourself?
I am not concerned about me. I know exactly how I will navigate my way out of whatever it is I've gotten myself into.
She's very confident.
Do you?
Okay.
I did.
She has a plan.
Where will Will Graham be looking for you next?
Someplace I can never go. But it helps you measure whether you're broken. How and why. Assuming you want to know.
I want to know. Is this where construction began?
In my memory palace? It's door at the center of my mind. And here you are feeling for the latch.
The spaces in your mind devoted to your earliest years. Are they different than the other rooms? Are they different than this room?
Is Alana alive? Is Chilton alive? Like, what is happening? Everybody's just alive. Freddie, what's going on with Freddie?
My city mocks me. My hunt for remorse was light that grows back into my heart. How is your heart? Well pecked. Quantify what he does.
He does what was done to her.
Oh.
How do you know it was your prisoner who killed Misha?
Hannibal told me so.
And you believe him?
Hannibal took someone from you. Are you here to take someone from him?
If I were like Hannibal, I would have killed you already. Cooked you. Ate you. And fed what was left of you to him.
Well, she killed him, and that's what Hannibal wanted.
I'll help you find him.
Why would you help me?
I've no reason to stay here. Not anymore. You saw to that.
The dead
Is he an apparition?
At least have the luxury of being done with what they lost. You and I, we still itch.
That little itch must be
Mason?
telling you something.
What is happening?
Would you like to discuss what that little itch is telling you?
Are you wearing makeup?
Oh no, Mason, please no. Oh Lord, I'm not ready.
There. Now we can talk face to face.
I understand you.
Mason sounds like the Grinch.
Quite a substantial reward for any kind of relevant information on Hannibal Lecter, not just the usual apprehension and conviction.
Yes, $1 million. 1 million. We advertised worldwide. High price for a fancy pig.
Hannibal would be a prize pig if I had him in my hospital, but you do not intend to see him institutionalized, do you?
I'm saying nothing that would force you to break the bonds of doctor-patient confidentiality.
You do not want a therapist, you want a profiler.
I want to understand Hannibal Lecter to better understand myself.
You survived him. That is chief amongst what you need to understand.
Survived him? That implies fortune or skill on my part that somehow allowed me to live. This is exactly how he intended me to live. I know somewhere Dr. Lecter is going to and fro in the earth and walking up and down it, and very likely having a good, fun time.
How do you relieve the agony of waiting for Dr. Lecter's capture? What do you fantasize about? I wonder what would happen if Hannibal Lecter was in your hands.
I worry we're heading into territory secured by your feet.
Ha!
I think I need to look elsewhere for somebody to attend to my emotional well-being. Goodbye, Dr. Jordan.
Happy hunting.
So, like, no one dies. Maybe Lana's alive too.
I have literally felt your pain. Yeah, matching scar. You need a friend. Friend. You will leave this hospital under a cloud of suspicion. Under a cloud of fog. I can help you get Hannibal Lecter out of your head. Into your hospital. There's opportunity here. For both of us. We can catch the man who framed and maimed us.
Does Will want that?
There's no opportunity here, Frank. Not for you. The optimist believes we live in the best of all possible worlds. The pessimist fears this is true. This is your best possible world. Not getting a better one.
Oh, he's thinking about the different possible worlds. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen.
You remember when you decided decided to call Hannibal?
I wasn't decided when I called him. I just called him. I deliberated while the phone rang. I decided when I heard his voice.
You told him we knew.
I told him to leave. So I wanted him to run.
Why?
Because he's his friend. You wanted to protect him?
Because he was my friend. And because I wanted to run away with him.
I knew it. Okay, that's why Jack's looking for him, because he's like frightened. He's like, Will's gonna turn into Hannibal. Oh, Lana. She's alive too? Just everybody? Well, they fooled me.
I do not mean to kick you when you were down. I'm just reminding you how you got down.
And who I'm down with.
You could all use a little group therapy while we're down here.
There's only one we you're really interested in, Frederick. And that we isn't really interested in you.
Well, Graham could use a breakthrough.
Being broken was his breakthrough.
Being broken was yours. Will has not had his breakthrough yet. He is saving that for Dr. Lecter. It's only a matter of time before they are back in each other's orbit. Shame not to have the good scenes. Only to support poor Will.
That would require some manipulation.
Some English on the ball, as it were.
I don't know. This season's a little different. Everyone seems a little, I mean, they've been through a lot, but they all seem a little more unhinged. Is that the word I'm looking for?
You were so afraid of me. The last time I saw you. For that last time I saw you.
You're not tempted to forget?
I don't want to forget. I'm building rooms in my memory palace for all my friends.
Friendship with Hannibal as blackmail, elevated to the level of love.
Mutually unspoken pact to ignore the worst in one another in order to continue enjoying the best.
After everything he's done, you still ignore the worst.
I came here to be alone, Alana. If you wouldn't mind.
Don't take it. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Thank you.
Margot, you can leave us now.
If my brother offers you chocolate, politely refuse.
Why? That's what I used to do with the kids, right? At the camp or whatever. That's probably why.
Do you have faith?
I was raised in a religious atmosphere, Mr. Verger, but whatever that left me with, it's not religion.
Like they carry
Left me with
themselves
You
differently.
see, I'm
She's
free,
even
Dr.
speaking
Bloom.
differently.
I'm right with the risen Jesus, and it's all okay now. And nobody beats the rest. He will rise me up and smite mine enemies, and I shall hear the lamentations of their women. That was once you, I'm told. Dr. Lecter got deeper inside you than did any of us.
Tactless.
Do you want me to get the nurse?
No, I'm fine now. It's all okay now.
You're supposed to share any relevant information you find on Hannibal Lecter with the FBI.
Like her tone of voice is different.
Have you always done that?
Not exactly. I want you to understand, Dr. Bloom, this is not a revenge thing. I have forgiven Dr. Lecter as our Savior forgave the Roman soldiers.
Forgiveness isn't all it's cracked up to be, Mr. Verger. I don't need religion to appreciate the idea of Old Testament revenge.
Well, I can say that Hannibal's left them all with something. A little more confidence, I think.
You did a lot of things. Dying may have been among them. For once, glad you're stubborn.
For the goose.
Not going into the ground with me, Jack. So stop trying.
I was dead. I know I was dead. What's left for me to do was die. I thought if I could hear your voice, we both wouldn't have to die.
I think. Oh, she's just so beautiful. She doesn't age either. I've seen her in Angel, and then in Suits. Yeah, and this was in between all that too. Why is no one there? Oh, that's Hannibal's handwriting.
I was there when her heart stopped.
Oh, I guess he
I
didn't.
held on to her until her brain died.
Because he didn't give her too much.
I hope she's somewhere today, Jack. And that she's comfortable.
I hope she can see into my heart. She had to die on me. Knew it was coming. But it still smarts. I know what's coming for you, Will. You don't have to die on me, too.
Is that
It is not untrue.
I pay you a large salary to be responsible for my care and feeding.
And all that that entails.
What that entails. I would like you to begin arrangements for Dr. Hannibal Lecter to be eaten alive.
Do you have a preference for how you would like him prepared?
He sounds like Hannibal.
Oh, God. If I had lips, I would smile.
He sounded like Hannibal. I don't want to see this.
Good as new.
Good as new.
Europe is where a man of his tastes would settle.
His tastes are very specific.
That's how you'll find him.
Oh?
The wine. The truffles. Taste in all things will be a constant between Dr. Lecter's lives. His name will change, but his taste will not.
Of course. You know what he would favor? Tell me, Dr. Bell. Does he favor you?
I think I amused him. Things either amuse him or they don't, and if they don't, well, you didn't.
You feel he ever genuinely cared for you?
I have no idea how Dr. Lecter genuinely feels about me. Last time we spoke, he promised he'd kill me.
Why not take this to Jack Croft?
Jack's done at the FBI. A footnote in his own Evil Minds museum.
I'm curious, Dr. Bell. I have found you in my pocket. Do tell. I'm all ears. They've just been redistributed.
You're preparing the theater of Hannibal's death. Just doing my part to get him to the stage.
Where's Will?
He's already gone. Will knows what he has to do. Do you?
Okay, there's a lot of, first of all, everybody's alive, which I think is great, but also a little strange that they all survived. I guess if Hannibal wanted them dead, they would be, right? I like, excuse me, I like Chilton. I think he's so funny. He really wants to get his revenge on Hannibal and lock him up. So I guess they're all trying to work together to do that, but Will is on his own. That's what it seems. So maybe Will's going to try to work with Hannibal, but Hannibal wants to eat him. And that's the only way he can forgive him, I guess, for the betrayal. This season's really different. It's, like I said, everyone seems like they got a piece of Hannibal in them. They have this confidence that they didn't used to have. Even Alana, she's dressing differently, talking differently. Jack, everyone has more confidence. So he left them with that. The previous episode, I feel so bad for Bedelia. Like she's so, I wonder when her time is up. Like she's just living with him on borrowed time, basically. I'm confused with a lot of the timeline, I guess. I'm guessing this is the 8 months before Will got to hit Italy, but I wonder how much of the timeline they're going to play with. And if we're going to see more of Hannibal in France, or I don't know. I'm interested to see what's going to happen. I have a feeling they are going to be able to capture Hannibal, but that Will is going to be against them because he wanted to go with Hannibal, obviously. It's what Abigail knew, and Abigail was a figment of his imagination. So obviously, and then he told Jack he wanted to go with him. So I feel like maybe Will's looking for Hannibal to warn him rather than capture him. But we'll see. Mason sounds like the Grinch now in this episode, this last episode. I didn't think we were going to see Mason and his sister again. I don't know who else we're going to see, but I didn't think we would see them. But it does make sense that he would want revenge. Let's see, what else? I feel really badly that Bella passed away, but it was bound to happen. We knew it was going to happen. I thought that he did like a mercy killing on her, but it seemed like she just passed in his arms while he gave her the morphine or whatever it was. So yeah, I'm a little, these 2 episodes weren't as in-depth as the first 2, or as action-packed, I guess I should say. We didn't see a lot of Hannibal other than when he like literally stabbed that one dude, one guy in the face, the one that was against him, the professor or whomever he was. That was unexpected. I expected more of that, but this last episode was very, I mean, I know we needed to see what happened back home, so I'm glad we got to see that, but it was very slow compared to the first 3 episodes of this season, which I felt were a little more, not interesting, but a lot more happened is how I feel. We have a bolder Hannibal, and I thought we were going to see that in this episode, but we didn't really get to see Hannibal. We saw everybody else. And I don't know how I feel about everyone staying alive. Like, I'm happy they are alive, but it just seems so unrealistic. I mean, there's a lot that's unrealistic in the show, but do you know what I mean? Like, it seems like somebody should have not been revived to give it more effect for the audience, me. But I enjoy everyone, so I'm glad that they're alive, and we'll see what happens. All right, well, I'm going to end there. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.